Women will never say this out loud, but they respect men who can stay emotionally composed. Not cold, not numb, not heartless, composed. Men who do not break under pressure. Men who do not panic when a woman shifts her mood. Men who do not crumble when they're tested, ignored, or challenged. There is a deep psychological reason for this, and until you understand it, you will always be confused by female behaviour. Because the truth is simple, women don't respect men who lose control of their emotions. They respect men who stay in control of themselves. Not because women are cruel, not because they enjoy seeing men suffer, but because biologically, psychologically, and evolutionarily, a woman cannot trust a man who cannot control his emotional state. This video breaks down exactly why. The science, the psychology, the biology, the social dynamics, and how to become the man whose calm presence commands respect without raising his voice. Let's start. Part 1. Why women instinctively respect emotional control. 1. Women are wired to seek stability. A woman's nervous system is more emotionally sensitive than a man's, not as a weakness, but as an evolutionary design. She feels more, she reacts faster, she senses danger earlier. For thousands of years this helped her survive. But it also means one thing: she cannot pair with a man who is emotionally unstable, because that instability threatens her survival. When a man panics, breaks down, gets overwhelmed, or becomes reactive, her body interprets that as danger. When a man stays calm, grounded, and emotionally steady, her body interprets that as safety. Women respect stability. They distrust emotional chaos. 2. Emotional control / leadership. In every hierarchy, military, business, sports, the leader is the one who stays calm under pressure. Women instinctively recognize the same trait in men, the man who stays composed. When she is emotional, life becomes stressful, pressure increases, plans fall apart, challenges appear, is the man she can follow. Respect is built through calmness, not through emotional availability. Women never say this directly, because admitting it feels selfish and politically incorrect. But biology doesn't care about political correctness. It cares about survival. 3. Emotional restraint signals strength. Every woman wants to feel protected, physically, emotionally, socially, psychologically. A man who cannot regulate his emotions cannot protect anything, not even himself. A man who can regulate his emotions communicates strength, maturity, discipline, authority, reliability, masculine polarity. And women respond to that instinctively. When a man becomes overwhelmed, cries uncontrollably, or collapses under pressure, she may comfort him, but she loses respect, not because she's cruel, but because her biology tells her this man cannot carry weight. Part 2. The truth women will not say out loud. 1. They want you calm because they can't be. Women experience a wider emotional range than men. This is not judgment, it's fact. Her emotions move fast, up and down like a wave, beautiful but chaotic. If both the man and the woman become emotional at the same time, the relationship implodes. That's why women seek a man who remains steady. She cannot trust a man who reacts the way she does. She cannot respect a man who mirrors her emotional instability. She cannot feel secure with a man who loses composure when she does. This creates polarity, her emotional variability. Pulse, your emotional stability, chill, attraction. 2. Women. Test. Men to measure. Emotional control. When a woman throws attitude, gets cold, pulls away, acts distant, or picks a fight, it is rarely about the words being exchanged. Most of the time, she is measuring your response. She wants to know, can you stay calm? Can you stay grounded? Can you stay masculine? Can you stay centered when she isn't? Are you emotionally stronger than she is? When you pass the test, she relaxes. When you fail, she loses trust. You can't fake this. Women sense it instantly. 3. Oversharing feelings creates the opposite effect. Society tells men, be vulnerable. Open up emotionally. Share your feelings. Show her everything. But here's what actually happens. When a man dumps all his emotions onto a woman, when he leans on her like a therapist, when he depends on her emotionally, her attraction drops, her respect drops, her trust drops. She doesn't want to be your emotional anchor. She wants you to be hers. Again, not because she's selfish, but because this polarity is built into human mating psychology. Part 3. Emotionless versus emotionally calm. Big difference. Let's make one thing clear. Women don't respect men who show no emotion. They respect men who are not controlled by emotion. There is a massive difference. Emotionless means suppressed, numb, disconnected, weak inside. Emotionally calm means regulated, grounded, mature, strong inside. Women do not want robots, stone walls, emotionally dead men, men who never express anything, men who shut down completely. They want a man who feels but isn't ruled by those feelings. A man who expresses selectively, not impulsively. A man who is calm under pressure. A man whose emotions have depth, not volatility. A man who can hold space for hers. Emotionless men feel like empty shells. Emotionally calm, men feel like anchors. Big difference. Part 4. Why women respect men who don't break down. 1. Because women don't want to lead emotionally. Women lead socially. Women lead sexually. Women lead intuitively. But emotionally, they follow. They look for direction. They look for grounding. They look for a man who has more self-control than they do. Not because they're incapable, but because it feels right. Think of two dancers. If both try to lead, the dance collapses. If someone leads and someone follows, it flows naturally. 2. Because female attraction is rooted in masculine competence. Women are not attracted to emotional instability, panic weakness, over-explaining, melting down, neediness, fragility. They are attracted to competence, confidence, leadership, strength, responsibility, stability. When you show emotional restraint, you are signaling masculine competence. 3. Because emotional control is a form of power. Power is not force. Power is not dominance. Power is not aggression. Power is self-mastery. When you control yourself, you control the direction of the interaction. When you lose control, she controls the direction. A woman cannot respect a man who gives his power away by handing his emotions to her like a fragile gift. Part 5. How to become the emotionally stable man. Women respect. Now we break down how to build emotional control in real life. Step 1. Train your nervous system. Emotional regulation is a physical skill. Practice, cold exposure, breath work, weightlifting, intense physical training, long periods of silence. Meditation, controlled frustration. Each one trains your nervous system to stay calm under pressure. Step 2. Speak less, observe more. Most emotional outbursts come from speaking before thinking. Cold, calm men pause, breathe, observe, then respond. This creates authority. Step 3. Slow down your movements. Fast movements signal anxiety. Slow movements signal control. Walk slower, turn slower, shift your posture slower, move deliberately. This alone changes how people treat you. Step 4. Never react to her emotions with emotion. When she gets upset, do not raise your voice, chase, apologize excessively, match her tone, prove your point. Instead, lower your tone, slow your breathing, let her talk, stay grounded, speak calmly, hold your frame. A grounded man disarms emotional chaos. Step 5. Build a life that doesn't depend on her. You cannot remain calm if you depend on her for happiness, validation, purpose, identity, confidence. Women, respect men whose lives are bigger than relationships. Purpose creates emotional stability. Step 6. Control your facial expressions. Emotional explosions usually start in the face. Train a neutral, relaxed expression, not tense, not angry, not robotic, just calm. Confidence shows in the eyes long before it shows in the voice. Step 7. express emotion, selectively. Real, masculine emotional expression sounds like this. I'm disappointed, but it's fine. I don't like that, so I won't tolerate it. I'm not angry, but this is my boundary. I don't raise my voice, but I do walk away. Controlled emotion, measured emotion, grounded emotion. Women respect that. Part 6. What happens when you master this? When you become emotionally calm, everything changes. Women treat you differently. Men treat you differently. Opportunities open. People trust you more. Your presence becomes heavier. Your words carry weight. Your silence becomes powerful. Women become more affectionate, more feminine, more respectful, more invested, because they have found a man who can handle them without being consumed by them. A man who feels deeply, but stands firmly. A man who expresses, but does not explode. A man who remains grounded, no matter what storms surround him. That is the man women respect. That is the man women trust. That is the man women choose. And that is the man you are becoming.